welcome to Dr. Deepa Dak's Need Biology, and in today's session we are going to study about one of the most important topic from human physiology class 11th portion. In that portion we mainly study about the transport of respiratory gases. ये topic आप basically study करते हैं in breathing and exchange of gases, or normally when we study the respiratory system in human being. So we study about this most important topic because if you go through the last year questions paper, so in last year papers में आपको जो main questions slightly difficulty level के questions आपको appear होंगे from the oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve, and secondly आप appear करते हैं how does the curve shifted towards right or shifted towards left. So student, stay connected till the end of the session because in this session I will give you some clues जिसके basis पे आप याद रख सकते हैं कि what are the conditions in body because of that the curve is shifted towards right or curve is shifted towards the left. As we all know, when we study about the transport of respiratory gases, so two respiratory gases are there, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen always transported from alveoli towards the body tissue because in alveoli partial pressure of oxygen is more as compared to the body cells. If we come towards or study towards the carbon dioxide transport, so carbon dioxide is always developed inside the body cell during oxidation of food substrate. So CO2 always be transported from the body cell towards the alveoli. In this session I am mainly discuss about the oxygen transport. So students, now begins with oxygen transport, that how does the transport is take place, what is the shape of the curve which is formed during the preparation of oxyhemoglobin curve. So here when we begins with the oxygen transport, so oxygen transport mainly you remember it completed by two ways. So mainly two ways are there for the transport of oxygen. First you remember as oxygen transported as dissolved state, and the second path or the second way for the oxygen transport you remember it transported as oxyhemoglobin. This part you remember as a dissolved state, you remember only 3% oxygen is transported, and this 3% oxygen in dissolved state transported via plasma or in plasma. When we discuss about as oxyhemoglobin, so here you remember percentage that the 97% total volume of oxygen is transported along with hemoglobin, and mainly this oxyhemoglobin is transported via erythrocyte or red blood corpuscles or RBC, because as you all know hemoglobin is present at the external surface of the RBC. So oxygen bind with that hemoglobin and along with RBC this oxyglobin is transported. ऑक्सीहीमोग्लोबिन का मीनिंग अगर थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो रहा है तो सिंपली यू रिमेंबर द ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड इज ट्रांसपोर्ट कहाँ से कहाँ हो रहा है, इट ट्रांसपोर्टेड फ्रॉम लंग्स टू हार्ट एंड वाया हार्ट टू इट ट्रांसपोर्टेड इन वेरियस बॉडी पार्ट और बॉडी टिश्यू. फर्स्ट इन दिस पार्ट व्हेन वी स्टडी, सो ऑक्सीजन ट्रांसपोर्ट में हम मेनली स्टडी करते हैं हाउ डज द ऑक्सीहीमोग्लोबिन फॉर्मेशन इज टेक प्लेस, व्हाट आर द कंडीशंस. फर्स्ट हम स्टडी करते हैं कि what are the conditions which are responsible for the association of oxygen and hemoglobin. So first you remember, first when we begins, so first here you remember hemoglobin is a metalloprotein. First thing you remember, it is metalloprotein because it has two part, protein part is made up of globin protein, whereas the metallic ion is present that is heme, and heme you remember it is ion of iron. So here you remember heme word we use mainly for the iron. So this is the simple structure of the hemoglobin. This globin protein is mainly made up of 2 alpha and 2 beta chain. When we study about the oxygen transport, so here most important part you remember the one molecule of hemoglobin. How many oxygen molecules are transported by one molecule of hemoglobin? So one molecule of hemoglobin transport 4 molecule of oxygen. So this part you remember very well because this is one of the most important part. Then we come towards the what is the exact amount of hemoglobin is present in healthy person. So here you remember in healthy person if we study, so 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin is present in 100 ml of blood. So for a healthy person and adult person if we study, so in healthy and adult person 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin is present in 100 ml of blood. Now we come towards that how much amount of hemoglobin or how much amount of oxygen is carried by hemoglobin. तो यहाँ पर आप याद रखिए कि 1 gram of hemoglobin. All these questions are already asked in exam. So 1 gram of hemoglobin you remember carry the 1.34 ml of oxygen. So here you remember in healthy person 12 to 16 gram of hemoglobin. When we come towards 1 gram of hemoglobin, so 1 gram of hemoglobin carry 1.34 ml of oxygen, and in this way 100 grams of hemoglobin अगर आप appear करते हैं, so 100 grams of hemoglobin you remember जनरली आपका कितना कैरी करेगा, तो आप उसको फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं बाय सिंपली मल्टीप्लाइंग इट. सो 100 ग्राम ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन आपको फाइंड आउट करना है. नाउ वी कम टुवर्ड्स द हाउ मच अमाउंट ऑफ 100 ml ऑफ ब्लड कैरी द ऑक्सीजन. अब यहाँ पे देखिए इन 100 ml ऑफ ब्लड 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin are present. So 100 ml of blood, यहाँ पे ये sections कट करते हैं. 100 ml of blood, this is again most important. 100 ml of blood you remember nearly carry about 20 ml of oxygen. Clear and approximate when we calculate, so 19.4 ml value is there. But for round figure you remember the 100 ml of blood carry about 20 ml of oxygen, and out of this 20 ml of oxygen if you go through the NCERT, so you find that the 100 ml of blood transported 5 ml of oxygen to the body tissue. तो ट्रांसपोर्ट कितना हो रहा है आपका इन 100 ml of blood? 20 ml of oxygen is transported, and of that 20 ml of oxygen 5 ml of oxygen is transport to body tissue. So these statements you remember very well, or you mug up these statement. स्क्रीनशॉट लेना है तो आप लोग ले सकते हैं बिकॉज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है यहाँ पे. सो 1 molecule of hemoglobin you remember carry the 4 molecule of oxygen. इन 100 ml of blood अगर आप अपेयर कर रहे हैं, so 12 to 16 ग्राम ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन. ये वैल्यूज एनसीईआरटी में सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम में दिए हुए हैं. आफ्टर दैट 1 ग्राम ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन, हाउ मच अमाउंट ऑफ oxygen is traveled by 1 gram of hemoglobin, so 1.34 you remember. And in 100 ml of blood, 100 ml of blood कितना कैरी कर रहा है? 12 to 16 ग्राम ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन. So here you remember in 100 ml of blood about 20 ml of oxygen is transported, but out of that 20 ml only 5 ml of oxygen is transport or enter in the body tissue. So these are the general आपका डेटा है which is associate with the transport of oxygen. Now mainly we discuss about the oxyhemoglobin transport. So when the oxygen is bind with hemoglobin, so at that time we study what are the conditions which responsible for the association of oxygen and hemoglobin, and under what condition oxygen get dissociate via hemoglobin or oxygen get dissociate by hemoglobin. So let's first discuss about the condition required for association and dissociation. What are the site where the association is take place and where the dissociation is take place, and then after हम आते हैं towards the oxyhemoglobin curve. So first we see association of oxygen and hemoglobin, और आप कह सकते हैं formation of oxyhemoglobin. Clear है? Site you remember? Site is alveoli of lungs where the oxygen binds with hemoglobin, or in some books you find out pulmonary capillaries. Clear? So this part you remember. After that आप study करते हैं कि what are the conditions. So condition you remember, the condition which favors the association of oxygen and hemoglobin. First, the partial pressure of oxygen. Partial pressure of oxygen is very high in alveoli. So here you remember partial pressure of oxygen is more. First thing you remember. Second, when the oxygen partial pressure is more, so partial pressure of carbon dioxide automatically goes down. So partial pressure of carbon dioxide is low. Third condition, temperature आप study करते हैं. Temperature is low. Whenever there is a low temperature, it favors the binding between the oxygen. Low. Fourth, pH is increases. When pH is increases, so in another terms we say hydrogen ion concentration is low, or acidity of blood decreases. These three terms used combinedly for one condition. Whenever CO2 concentration is low, you remember the pH is increases. pH increase होगा when the hydrogen ion concentration is low. Because of the low hydrogen ion concentration, you remember the acidity of blood is decreases, or acidity of the blood क्या होगा आपका goes down. Another term में आप कह सकते हैं alkalinity of the blood or basic nature of the blood will be increases. So these are the conditions. These four conditions predominantly you remember play significant role during the association or formation of oxyhemoglobin. Now if we come towards the dissociation, so dissociation के लिए simply you remember all the conditions when exactly opposite. So dissociation of oxyhemoglobin dissociation, you predominantly remember site for the dissociation is body cells or body tissue हम कह रहे हैं. So you remember in body cells or body tissue, oxygen continuously. Why the body cell? Because inside the body cell the oxygen is continuously used in breakdown of or oxidation of the food substrate. Commonly glucose आप study करते हैं, and when glucose is breakdown in presence of oxygen, so it releases CO2, water and ATP. So because of that the dissociation, partial pressure of oxygen का pressure यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Oxygen pressure is low because oxygen continuously used in oxidation process. During the oxidation process CO2 is increases, so carbon dioxide pressure is high. So whenever CO2 partial pressure is high or more, then you remember the dissociation of oxyhemoglobin is take place. Third आप याद रखिए inside the body cell when the oxidation is resulted. Because of that process, you remember ATP is generated. ATP is the energy currency of cell. आप study कर रहे हैं. So because of that, here you remember the temperature is more, और temperature यहाँ पे याद रहती है inside a body cell as compared to alveoli or pulmonary capillaries. Temperature is more, and because of that the dissociation of oxyhemoglobin is take place. And the fourth most important part, you remember the hydrogen ion concentration. Hydrogen ion concentration is increases. As the hydrogen ion concentration increases, इसी को आप कह रहे हैं pH is decreases. When pH decreases, acidity of the blood, acidity is increases. So any term you remember. Now no need to read or remember both the conditions. Whatever is easy for you, that you remember. So either you remember the conditions required for association, or you remember the factors which responsible for dissociation. Okay, because if you go for both the association and dissociation, so sometimes it causes a difficulty to recall at the time of the question solving process. So this part you remember. Now we come towards the how does the curve is shifted towards right or curve is shifted towards the left. So now first we study about the oxyhemoglobin और ऑक्सी एसोसिएशन डिसोसिएशन कर्व आप कह रहे हैं. दैट कर्व का शेप हम स्टडी करते हैं. सो लेट्स बिगिन नाउ वी स्टडी अबाउट द ऑक्सीजन एसोसिएशन डिसोसिएशन कर्व. ठीक है. व्हेन वी प्लॉटेड द oxyhemoglobin curve, so the curve is plotted against partial pressure of oxygen and on this axis percentage saturation of oxyhemoglobin, that how much amount of oxygen is saturated by hemoglobin or how much hemoglobin is saturated with oxygen, that we take. Now when we plotted a curve, here some scales are there. So if you go through the scales 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 120 तक दिया हुआ है एनसीईआरटी में. दिस इज अ पार्शियल प्रेशर एंड हियर द saturation effect, that 20%, 40%, 60%, in this way 100%. Clear है? When we start to plot a curve, so one curve we obtain, that this curve हमको appear होता है. This normal curve, this is the curve which is a normal curve, and this normal curve you remember generally appear in oxygenated blood. So whenever we study the curve, condition of the curve or the position of the curve for oxygenated blood or in arterial blood, so we obtain this kind of curve. Here one important is there, the P50. P50 generally if you observe, so P50 value, P50 आप कह रहे हैं, और P50 remember, P50 means the term P50 we use at the partial pressure 25. You remember, when the 25 mmHg is a partial pressure, then nearly 50% hemoglobin is saturated by oxygen. This condition is called as a P50 in oxyhemoglobin association curve, or you can say oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve. So this is the condition for the normal curve. Now the curve you remember, this curve is the shifted towards the after P50 it is decided, and the curve either shifted towards the left or it shifted towards the right. So here you remember, if the curve is deflected towards the upward direction, it shows the left shifting of curve, and if the curve is shifted or deflected towards downward, so it shows right shifting. Now already we study about the association and dissociation conditions. So left shifting only, now you remember what does the left shifting of the curve is indicate. Left shifting, you remember, left shifting indicate association of the oxyhemoglobin, and if the curve is shifted towards right, then it indicates the dissociation of oxyhemoglobin. So here it indicates the dissociation. Now what are the question basically क्या होते हैं, what which of the following statement is correct for the either association of curve or for the dissociation of curve, or among which of the following condition curve is shifted towards the right और कर्व इज शिफ्टेड टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट. लेफ्ट में देखिए कर्व आपको कहाँ पे मिलेगा, एसोसिएशन. एसोसिएशन इज प्रीडोमिनेटली टेक प्लेस एट द सरफेस ऑफ रेस्पिरेटरी मेम्ब्रेन और एल्वियोली सरफेस आप कह रहे हैं. सो एल्वियोली और यू रिमेंबर पल्मोनरी कैपिलरीज. सो इन पल्मोनरी capillaries. So association or left shifting we appear in pulmonary capillaries. Right shifting or dissociation we appear in body cells and in artery और oxygenated blood आप कह रहे हैं कि travel in arteries. So in arterial blood we appear this normal position of the curve. Now one of the condition you again remember, dissociation is appear. What are the conditions? Dissociation आपका है partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high or more, hydrogen ion concentration H plus concentration is more. H plus concentration more का again meaning याद रखिए that acidity of the blood is increases. As the acidity of blood increases, the oxygen start to dissociate from the hemoglobin. So acidity of the blood increases. Temperature here you remember temperature is more and obviously oxygen dissociate हो रहा है. So concentration of oxygen or partial pressure of carbon dioxide, you remember partial pressure of oxygen is less or decreases. So these are the conditions. These conditions you only remember. These conditions are present in body tissue or body cell, and because of these conditions, the normal curve of oxyhemoglobin, that curve is shifted towards the right. If right shifting appear हो रहा है तो curve को आप कह रहे हैं oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve. If the curve show the left shifting just opposite conditions होंगे left shifting के लिए. So in that case curve is stated to be oxyhemoglobin association curve. So student remember this important thing यहाँ पे है कि what does the right and left show. Right and left shifting किसको show कर रहा है? Left shifting show the association and right shifting show the dissociation. The important आप यहाँ पे एक और क्वेश्चन आपको आता है, the effect of carbon dioxide on the shifting of the curve towards right or left. That effect of CO2 you remember, the effect of CO2 on the shifting of curve towards right or left, that effect you remember is called as Bohr's effect. So Bohr effect is mainly question आपको आता है. Bohr effect is associate with, so Bohr effect you remember, Bohr effect is associate with carbon dioxide concentration or partial pressure of carbon dioxide, as well as its effect on the shifting of the curve towards the left or right. So I hope कि whatever we discussed today it clear to all. One time आप एक बार फिर से वीडियो को properly सुन सकते हैं. एनसीईआरटी को रीड करिए. कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर होने के बाद यू गो थ्रू द क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड विद दिस टॉपिक ओनली. इन नेक्स्ट सेशन हम लोग कंटिन्यू करेंगे इसी टॉपिक को, एंड इन नेक्स्ट सेशन वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ट्रांसपोर्ट, एंड मेनली कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ट्रांसपोर्ट में क्लोराइड शिफ्ट का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है, उस पार्ट को हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि हाउ डज द क्लोराइड शिफ्ट इज टेक प्लेस and how much amount of carbon dioxide is transported via RBC as well as via plasma. So that part we discuss. By that time चैनल के साथ आपको कनेक्ट रहना है. जो न्यू स्टूडेंट्स है जिन्होंने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है चैनल को, उनको चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना है. सेकेंडली वीडियोस को लाइक करिए, शेयर करिए, एंड इन केस इफ यू हैव एनी डिफिकल्टी, डाउट्स, तो आप फ्रीली आप मेंशन कर सकते हैं कमेंट बॉक्स में, एनी टॉपिक में एनी डाउट्स आपको हैं तो वो भी आप क्वेरीज लिख सकते हैं. बाय दैट टाइम स्टे मोटिवेटेड एंड स्टे पॉजिटिव.